everybody, and welcome to the commentary zone. Happy holidays. As you enter the room, please don't forget to give us a little thumbs up, hit that subscribe button, notification bell, tell a friend. All right, we have a double header today. We have the Real Housewives of Miami, Season 5, Episode 3, Date Night Disaster, and Episode 4, Hot Mic Moment. Oof, oof, oof.
Here's the thing. In these two episodes, there's only two things I care about.
Mm-hmm.
And that's Julia and Martina and Lenny and Lisa. That's pretty much everything else moved the story along, but those two things really caught my attention.
Well, yeah. One marriage is actually imploding. And the other one, I hate to say this, but I feel like it's a storyline. Don't mess with your marriage, girl. Don't speak that into existence for a storyline. That's it.
I mean, I see where you're coming from. I mean, like, with Julia, like, here's the thing. Your new farm could be your storyline, and you could just be in the mix with the other girls. Don't bring your marriage into the mix. Is my whole thing.
I'm not with you on that. I don't give a fuck about her farm. Elvis the goat and chickens and eggs and the guava and whatever the fuck she got going. Good for you, girl. Farming the Dell all day long. Just don't do it on my TV screen. I don't care. Her trying to start back being a model again, it was a blip on my radar. I didn't care. Nice that Kiki tried to give you the hookup for the old lady syndicate of modeling. Yeah, I don't care.
Here's the thing with Julia, though. We want more from her because she's likable. But like you just said, you're gonna sway me a little bit. Farming does not make good TV.
No. Unless you're doing something else at that farm, I don't care. I don't care.
Oh, like you say the front, say her farmers are front.
And the Fed's gonna swoop in and arrest her by the end of the season. I don't care. And
Well,
I'm
Anthony and Martina are fast friends, so maybe her farmers are front. Never mind.
What you said it. Anthony and Martina is fast friends, but I think that's because like she's like this tennis icon, and that kind of bedazzles him. I think they think along the same lines. Like you said earlier when we were talking about this privately, Martina calls a thing. She's very clear communicator. I think Anthony could appreciate that as an attorney.
Because his wife is a clear, direct communicator. He likes that kind of woman.
Right. But he could also get along with the masculine energy. She's everything. As a good like buddy, you know?
See, here's the thing. I'm gonna be completely honest, and this is gonna be kind of mean, but with I like Martina and Julia as a couple because Martina is the icon. She got the money. We could go hang out. Martina's like the cool one. Julia, I'm gonna need you to step up again. I like you, but you want to give me more than farm. But Julia can whip up me a nice breakfast stuff. I'm not gonna lie.
Here's my problem with them. I like Martina more than Julia.
Agreed, but I have a question. No, I have a question for you because I feel the same way to a degree. Do you think we would like Julia more if she axed out the farm and leaned more to being an actual housewife?
No, I think she can do both.
You think? Okay, so you think she could pull off both? Okay.
Yes, because like you said earlier, Martina said, I'm gonna need you to be present. You spend from sun up to sundown at the farm when I'm here. Like save that for when I'm traveling, but when I'm here, I'm gonna need you to show up and be present in our marriage. I, I feel like she just needs to know how to balance it. She's trading her kids for the goat kids. You got parrots at the house. Talk to them while Martina's there. And when Martina goes to call a game, you can then go and talk to the other 400 animals you got on the farm.
Yeah, Julia needs to understand balance. I agree. I agree with that.
It's just weird that okay, I don't have any kids, full disclosure. But she's taking this empty nest syndrome to a whole nother level. And if you love Martina, why are you withholding intimacy from her?
Like when the kids leave, that's when you should really be going buck wild,
Exactly. And she's
breaking
saying
out
that she
everything.
don't like the house because they built the Miami Beach house with all of these beds. Yeah. Am I freezing?
You did for a moment.
Okay. Sorry about that, y'all. No, but I, I don't understand why she's taking out her aggression on not her aggression, but she's like punishing Martina and this house. Martina never said she wanted to live on that farm with you. She was just humoring you. I don't know. I Is it bad that I want Martina on the show and not Julia?
No, I think Martina should be like the housewife, and Julia should be like the spouse.
Honestly, I would like to see Martina and Adriana get together and Martina whip Adriana into shape.
You're just messy. That's what it is. You're just messy.
They make a good couple though.
No,
Yeah.
if we're gonna be full clothes breakup, I would like to see um, Martina trade Julia in for a younger model.
No, when I say make a good couple, it would be messy as hell.
Can we be honest though? And I'm
Uh,
not trying to be mean to Adriana. I do like Adriana,
mm-hmm.
but if I had to choose between the two, I would choose Julia because Julia. Here's the thing with Julia, and this is why I think you don't really like her too much. She's not giving you what she could give. She's playing. She's coasting on her housewife status. She's coasting on her mojito status. She's not giving what the other ladies are giving.
Cause
That's
she
what
ain't
it
got
is.
nothing to give.
I think she does, but she's trying. She's not understanding how to play the game. She needs a year with Marisol. I need Marisol to take her under the wing and teach her the ways of the housewife. Because she's not coming in like you see how Gertie came in. Gertie came in with things, stuff going on, this and that. I ain't got time for these other chicks. If I got to lay you flat, Alexia, I'm gonna lay you flat, and it is what it is. Julia comes off as very lost. That's what I'm getting from her right now. She's coming in lost.
Mm, well, I mean, I would say Marisol needs to train her because look at what she's done for Kiki.
That's what I'm saying. She's Marisol. Marisol needs to take. I said Marisol needs to take
Oh,
Julia under her
Marisol,
wing.
yeah.
Yeah, and teach her the ways of the housewife.
I
Because
just
Marisol was giving us. Because let's be honest, Marisol's confessionals give us more than Julia's scenes. If we're being honest,
true. There's just something lacking for Julia for me. And I just think it's lacking my interest. Um eh, I don't I maybe I just don't understand her storyline. I can't relate and it's just me for me. Um but what I will caution her with, you got a good thing going with Martina. Don't fuck up the bag.
1,000%.
That's my 2 cents.
Now,
Uh,
can we talk about Larsa? Because I don't care about her either.
Larsa and her product placements.
Okay, can we shout out Alexia for calling that out?
I gave it to Alexia for that. She was spot on. I'm sick of Larsa. I think she started off the season wrong. Her and Lisa started off the season wrong, but I understand why Lisa's starting off wrong. It's because she obviously has a tornado whirling inside of her home. As a woman, I know she could smell that other woman on her husband. She could see him texting whenever he's talking to her. She know what's going on. She know. She's just in denial. I'm a cut her some slack. But Larsa has been an empty vessel from season 1. And she has never ever lived up to expectations.
You kind of covered Larsa. Thank you. There's nothing to care about with her, and that's the problem. When she starts to well, I have these businesses, I have the OnlyFans, I have this. I'm like, but okay, but we don't care.
I know, and throwing a dog birthday party to launch your dog collar business, and you flew in a trainer from LA for your dog. What? Okay, Larsa.
Larsa, you're not Lisa Vanderpump, and your dog is not Jiggy. Next,
I know. Ugh. Who else is on this show? Wait.
Alexia will be next.
That conversation with her son, I was shocked to hear that he got back with the girlfriend that called the popo on him and brought him to his mom's wedding. And Alexia is right. You cannot expect me, Peter, to be best friends with this girl who pressed charges against you. And I had to go and get you out of jail, get you an attorney, fight your battles for you, as I usually do. You can't expect me to turn around and think everything's hunky dory now. Like, what are you on, Peter?
But then to find out the backstory that this girl called the police on you for not letting her drive home drunk, and you want that to be a see no.
I didn't believe that part. I didn't believe that part. I feel Peter and Alexia put that on TV for us to hear that shit. I didn't believe that at all.
I'm, I'm just gonna put I'm just gonna kind of buy what they're telling me, but even if it's a lie, the girl shouldn't have been at the wedding. The girl shouldn't be back to your mom's house. Next,
Oh my god. I oh, what'd you think about when Gertie said, I loved Alexia's wedding for everything except the tip jars on the bar?
Gertie. I have a question. Do you think that wedding that she was planning instead of Alexia's was the wedding that was in vogue?
I would love it if it was. I would love
I'm
it
just
if it
saying.
was. No. You know why? Because Alexia said that her wedding the wedding was like your weddings are in vogue now, but that wedding took place after Alexia said that.
Gotcha.
Yeah. I
Gotcha.
think it's probably a wedding that was supposed to originally take place um Alexia's first wedding date, cuz remember she postponed it and then the postponement was
Right.
canceled because of her mother's passing. So I think it was between the first and second date. Yeah, that's what I'm gonna go with. Let's see. Okay. So in episode 3, we saw all this backstory with Lisa and Lenny and their dog, the boxer that they had to put down. And Lenny was having like a real emotional reaction for losing this dog. But we shall see what kind of emotional reaction he has at replacing his wife. Just saying.
None, because he's already done that.
Let's get to this dinner, this romantic dinner that they have out on the patio. They've never done this before because the patio is always being used for the next weekend party with the DJ, according to Ella. And did you notice how much he was texting? Whenever he sit down to have a meal with her, he is texting.
Yep.
And you heard that explanation about the home equity line of credit that he hasn't used yet. He just opened it just in case he needed some cash. Huh?
Okay, on that part, I do understand that part. 'Cause I know a couple of people who have done it. You do that in case you need quick cash because you're taking equity out of the house. So now, here's the thing though. Why you took out? Why would you think you needed
Thank
that extra
you.
cash? That,
Thank
that's that's
you.
that's that's where I'm at in the situation. Why did 3 or 4 years ago? Weren't y'all in a bad place 3 or 4 years ago? Just, just saying.
It's
Is it?
just it
But here's where
it
my
was
mind went. I don't think
fishy.
here's what I thought it was. He thought he was going to buy these. I think he opened that line of credit because he had planned on leaving her and paying her a cash sum to go away.
In addition
But
to the 1.9.
I think it was been a cash payment because he thought it would be so she wouldn't contest and get more. I think that's what he was planning on, in my opinion. Because what better way to pay somebody off and get quick cash? Like, okay, here's what I'll your prenup is 1.9. I'm gonna offer you a cool like extra 10 mil just to get rid of you, and he can take that 10 mil out of the house because it would be easier. It'd be easier than taking out of the business.
When did they finish construction on that house?
Give me 2 seconds.
Because here's why. In the first years of a loan, you're basically paying back all interest. You're not building any equity. So I want to know how much equity he could have built, accumulated between, you know, I just don't think it's that much money. Because they say it's a $10 million home, but I just don't think he has that much equity accumulated. It's just very weird. Very weird, especially considering everything that we know that's going to happen. So they're having this dinner. He's not very
2007.
interested. Huh? 2007?
2007. Yeah, the home was built in 2007.
Hmm. All right, they might have a bit of equity and based on a $10 million home. That is if they don't have any other outstanding mortgages on it.
Right.
Interesting. Interesting. Okay, so in the middle of their dinner, one of their staff comes out and tells them that the nanny was in the shower, slipped, fell, broke her arm. They both go in. Lisa goes straight to the woman to find out if she's okay. I found it strange that the doctor of the house was actually in the house and was kind of a bit distant. Maybe he didn't want any malpractice things being caught on film. Okay. But Lisa want to call 911, and the chefs are there bobbing their head in agreement. Yeah, y'all should call 911. And Lenny makes a point. It's an abuse of the system. You know, it's just a broken arm. Let's put this in perspective. You know, I thought it was a little callous. Call her Uber and send her to the hospital. Like, what? Couldn't one of you have driven her there, or are you scared of that too? Like, it was just a very odd whole scene. And when he walked away after telling Lisa, do not call 911, it's an abuse of the system, that's for real emergencies. And Lisa's like, I should be calling 911. He rolls back around and said, did you hear me? I said, do not do that. Get her an Uber and get her out of here. I was like, ooh, ooh, ooh.
You know what he was saying, right? You know what that was.
What?
You know what he was saying was my girlfriend would call Uber.
Oh, I'm thinking he's saying, hurry up, get this shit over with, get her out of here because we was almost finished this farce because I got to go see my girlfriend. Because
Right?
that's what he was texting. I'm almost done dinner. I'll be over shortly.
But that Mike moment though, ooh, when his friend Vito asked, "Are you still sleeping with her?"
That's the
He
next.
said no.
That's the next episode. That's the
Okay,
next one. Yeah, because
that
that's
killed
where
me.
this one ends. This episode ends. So now we go on to the fourth episode, Hot Mic Moment. And it's at the end where him and Vito are talking. But basically, we see the catch-up montages at the beginning. Lisa is planning her she wants to do a new beginnings party at her house, and invite all the ladies, but Marisol is going to be in Chicago over the date, so Marisol's not coming. We see Martina and Julia arguing over eggs. I didn't care. The house is beautiful though. House is beautiful. Inside,
Gorgeous.
outside, beautiful. Julia, don't fuck up the bag. Um, we see the doggy birthday party. Um, Lisa's dog pisses on her Birkin. Best part of the episode. Let's
Oh,
see.
what about Adriana when Larson to go with her for her BBL, for her
Oh my
consultation or
God.
whatever?
Let's talk about that. Let's talk about Adriana. See, this is why she and Marisol are the best friends of ever. Adriana was talking about Lars's butt all last season. All last season. It's too big. It's lopsided. It's jiggly. It's not yours. All of this mess. And then she goes up to Larsa at the doggy party and says, I'm going to get a BBL and I want you to come with me. Shh.
But honestly, who better to go with you though? Let's just be honest.
But she's denying the BBL. So you're calling her for her expertise. That's if she goes, she's owning up to having it. And if she doesn't, you're showing her as a petty, unsupportive bitch. Like Adriana, you caught her. You got her cornered. And then Alexia is there going, I can't believe Adriana is getting a BBL. She has the skinniest legs ever. It's not going to look right. Queen of plastic surgery is saying that.
She said she needs to get her some legs and some thighs. I was like, oh, but she's not wrong though. Because if you make it too big, she's gonna look unnatural. That's
She
just the
is.
truth.
She is.
But she has
I
petite legs. That's what.
I don't see anything wrong with her butt as it is now, and I didn't see anything that was wrong with her breasts from before. After Lenny did her breasts, I thought they were too big. They were too big and they looked really fake. And that's how Lenny does breasts. They're always too big for the person's frame and they always look fake. And I'm surprised that Adriana went to Lenny to get her breasts done. Didn't she say that last year?
Yeah, she did.
Who's doing her butt?
Probably linear referral.
I don't know. Anywho, so that was hilarious. This doggy party, this is where Alexia is like, I'm sick and tired of Larsa always promoting one of her businesses. We all have businesses, but every event can't be about your business. Kudos to Alexia. She had the best confessionals this episode. Okay. So Nicole and her mom have a picnic, and they're still talking about the relationship between Nicole and her father. Nicole's mom and dad actually had a private brunch where they discussed it. And the mom was really coming in trying to ask the father to try and build some sort of relationship with his daughter, Nicole. Like, if she says she don't want your chick in her home, that's her right. But he is so stubborn. He's just like, well, if she don't want my girlfriend, it's been 3 years, then I don't need to go there neither. Like, sir, you was already in prison and separated from her. That was beyond your control. You're out now. Why are you behaving like this? Don't you want to see your daughter? Don't you want to see your grandson? He's selfish.
He is, but kudos to Nicole to understanding that with people telling her like, hey, like, yeah, he's this way, but you're kind of feeding into this and making it worse. I give her credit for having the insights of like, you know what, maybe I do need to kind of meet him a little bit of ways if I want him in my life. I like that. And they show the flashback, like, Alexia talking about her mom, and then her mom telling her, like, hey, this is this, and this. And she looked with this eye, she's like, you know what, maybe I am part of the problem. And I can appreciate that about her.
But here's the thing, though. She and her dad is cut from the same cloth. When he was sitting down there talking to his wife.
Exactly. And she
honestly, between the picnic with the mom and then the brunch with the mom was talking to the same person. So I trust the mother. She knows who she's dealing with. Okay, let me see. Okay, so Lisa renames her party. It is now called the Good Vibes Party, and it's out on her back lawn by the pool. And it's a nice party. Everybody shows up, but Anthony and Nicole show up in a boat. A nice boat. A really expensive boat. And Nicole is like, I mean, anybody can show up in a car. We just gonna show up in a boat. Why not? They're officially my favorite couple. I ain't gonna lie.
They are fun because they don't care. Like we said, like we were talking about before, they don't care.
Mm-hmm. Lenny looks distant and uninterested in this whole party. We get to a conversation that started at the doggy birthday party, I think, but picks up at the Good Vibes party. And it's about Adriana's boyfriend number 2, Dr. Thierry. And Alexia thinks that he's married with children, but Adriana's like, no, that can't be. But they think that it is Marisol who's providing this gossip to Alexia. And Alexia is just like, yeah, it was Marisol who told me. just throws Marisol up underneath the bus, especially when she's not there to defend herself.
She's out. Right, and Alexia's like, I don't lie. That's one thing I don't do. I don't lie. I'm like, well, hey, I give you kudos for that.
Whenever somebody tells me that they don't lie, you're lying. Just saying. Larsa.
Yeah, everyone kind of lies at first the truth at some point.
Alexia also sits down and talks with Nicole to get a follow up on how things are going between her and her dad and if there's any movement there. Because, like you said, she gave really good advice to Nicole. You know, you've only got your parents for a short time. I've lost both of mine. You have yours. You know, just try to make amends. We're Cuban. Your parents are always right. So just give in. Right. So Alexia, she gives Alexia the update and she said that what did she tell her? Because it changed like Alexia's mind. Oh, when Nicole told Alexia how the mom said that she had this lunch and that the dad said if if my girlfriend can't come with me to Nicole's house, then I'm not going. Alexia's like, wait, what? She wasn't expecting that. So she kind of turned on Nicole's side. And honestly, I agree with Nicole. Like, this is my place, this is my home, and I get to dictate who comes in here and who doesn't. Like, I'm paying the mortgage. And Papi Chulo, if you're not paying the mortgage, then you stay out. He's
I
so
agree with her on
petty.
that one. You have the right to say who comes and who does come. You have the right to say who comes in and out of your home, not someone else's wife. And she's like, if you want to be with her, cool, but she can't come to my house.
But that's the thing. She ain't even a wife. She's just a girlfriend. And you know he goes through women. I mean, yeah, he's had
And
her for 3 years.
she's like what, 25?
Something like that. She's young. But how many other girls has he had on the side with this girl? Like, come on now. You got a little kid in there. You not bringing a different woman up into my house as grandpa and introducing a different woman every week to my kids. Sorry. Mm-mm. That might have been cool with your moms, but that ain't cool with me. Um, Larsa's standing up there. Somebody asking her if she's dating again. She says that she's used to dating tall guys who are athletes, and now she wants to switch it up because she doesn't want to date athletes anymore. I'm just thinking about all the pictures that we saw of her with that young basketball player who was married, who had just had a baby. I don't know. Larsa, empty vessel. Is it worth it? Um, there's this like bounce house for adults or whatever, and all the ladies get into it. Unfortunately, Lisa had to put down their boxer, their dog, because of a degenerative disease that was impacting his mobility. And it's been really hard on Lenny and her entire family. Like the kids really love the dog. So it's been difficult for them. And then Ella comes in and asks if the DJ is coming. Somebody from one of them housewives said, did she really just say that? And I'm dying to know who it was. I think it was Alexia.
I'm going to agree with you on that one.
Oh my gosh. So next we see a waste of time. Julia and Nicole are talking, and Julia's crying about what Martina told her. Girl, it's the truth. Suck it up and go and kiss Martina and show her some affection. Do not fuck up the bag. I don't believe this storyline.
Point blank, period.
Let's see. Nicole thinks that Julia and Martina have become complacent, and she tells Julia that she really has got to work on her relationship. Adriana joins them on the couch and agrees. Julia breaks down crying, saying that she wants people that she loves with her, and they're constantly leaving her. Lisa tells Julia some advice about her marriage, going through ups and downs, whatever. Listen, I think what she said there about people constantly leaving her, get yourself into therapy, girl. Get yourself into therapy because one, I don't think you got over the death of your son. Two, you have latched onto your two girls to the point of suffocating them and making them feel guilty for wanting to grow up and leave and start living their own lives. And now you're going through this empty nest syndrome, which is totally overblown. And you're really excluding your wife from all of this. Like, and then she, at one point, I even think she said, Martina never wanted kids and we need more kids. I was like, girl, what? You're like 50. Stop it. Or I don't know how old she is, but listen, the eggs are dusty. Stop. Next, we see the scene that you've been waiting for, Lenny and Vito. I'm going to let you have this one.
So they're talking, Vito, tell me, sorry about your dog, yada, yada, yada. So the dog talk, right? Then they talk about Lisa. Then he said they've been having issues, and he's all like, because Vito said, like, I heard there were issues, but I didn't know there was, like, any more than that. He's like, what's going on? He's all like, same old, same old. This is Lenny talking. And he's like, wow. He's like, I would hate to see that. He's like, a breakup. He's like, and then he's like, I do. I'm like, uh-oh. So from there, Vito's like, are you still sleeping with her? He's all, no. And he's like, why not? And Vito's like, why not? Because. And then he's like, because if I slept with her, I would be cheating on the person I really care about. I'm like, you know what?
Well, when Lenny told Vito, I could be single too in a couple of months, I was like, what?
And he's all, and then like Vito's like, does she know? And then he's like, no, nobody knows. I'm like, oh.
And he's saying all of this in front of Logan, his son. How rude. And then Vito's like, are you mic'd up? He's like, yeah, why do you think I'm whispering? Idiot. Lenny.
Dumb.
Lenny, for that alone, I would throw out the prenuptial agreement if I was the judge down here, because Florida judges do it differently. For that alone.
Oh wow.
I'm just like, are you serious, Lenny? You have no respect for the mother of your children. He is just so. You remember when Lenny was nagging her for children and putting her through everything to get children and making her feel like a dog and inadequate because she couldn't give him children? And she didn't pop out two, but she gives him two children and he is not interested in them at all. And you are disrespecting their mother in earshot of your children? You're a pig. Oh. Lenny. Lisa, run. And I don't blame you for spending $200,000 on the Amex card the day before the judge put the limits on you.
I would have done the same thing.
But she returned the Louis Vuitton bag. But that was the episode, y'all. I can't. Like, Miami is good.
This is good.
Miami is good. Lisa, this marriage should have went down the tubes years ago. I don't know how you held out this long, but it's good that you got the two kids. I hope a lot of this plays out on the show. I really do.
It's going to because Lisa needs us all on camera for the
Mhm.
judge to see.
Hopefully, this will bring Larsa and Lisa back together.
I think it will. In the end, it will.
Okay, well, those are the two episodes. We'll try to catch up every week. So that was Real Housewives of Miami, season 5, episode 3, Date Night Disaster, and episode 4, Hot Mic Moment. Let us know your thoughts. Let us know what you think about these episodes. What do you think about this marriage crumbling, imploding right in front of our eyes? This is what we watch Housewives for. OC, get it together.
True.
I'm thinking about it. OC hasn't been good since the Bador marriage breakdown. Those are the days.
Yeah, it was the Brooks arc. The Brooks the Brooks into Shannon's divorce arc with this Inspector Megan and Detective Shannon getting the paperwork from the Newport Imaging.
Oh my god. All right, y'all.
That's when it was
Well,
good.
that's when it was good, and it's never caught itself back. Um, New York. Oh, Bethany's divorce was good. Ramona's divorce was good. The Countess's divorce was good. Um, that Japanese Jewish girl's divorce was good, and she was only on there one season.
And they call him flat on camera
Oh my
cheating.
god. Yes. So I mean, like, if y'all, why do y'all come on these shows if y'all know that your marriage is done? Oh my god. So guys, this was I love Miami. It's growing. It's my favorite right now. Love it, love it, love it. It's probably between this and Dubai, the only two franchises worth watching. I have to see if Beverly Hills is going to fix itself. I don't know. New York, I'm saddened by that franchise because it used to be so good and now it's trash. OC, trash. Salt Lake City, trash. Dallas, trash. What else?
Here's the thing with Dallas. How do you cancel them after their best season though?
It was their
Their
best
best
season.
season. It was the best season because Stephanie. It was their best season because Stephanie was growing. Ricky,
Mm-hmm.
what's her name? Brandy was on her way out.
Brandy.
Carrie was on her way out. We had Mama D, D'Angelo, and Tiffany Moon, and Cameron was getting canceled. It was perfect, and y'all canceled the show.
Because it was a lawsuit waiting to happen and Bravo didn't want that. So they took the coward's way out.
Yeah, that's pretty much yeah.
Oh, I
I
forgot
agree.
Potomac. Potomac is good. It's just that I need to have them stop doing the colorism thing. And I would love to see Giselle be held accountable for something. Anywho, this was Real
Exactly.
Housewives of Miami. Oh my God. All right. So, guys, if we don't see you again, Merry Christmas for those who celebrate. Happy Hanukkah for those who celebrate. Happy Kwanzaa for those who celebrate. And what's the other one from Seinfeld that that they used to celebrate? Festivus for the rest of us. There we go.
There you go.
Thank you for joining us today. Leave your comments below on what y'all think about Lisa's marriage. I really am interested in that. I want to know your viewpoints. I know that we hear a lot of gossip about what's going on right now, but let me know, did we always know that Lenny was cheating? I know what I hear on the streets down here in MIA, but I want to get y'all feedback. What are y'all seeing? Let us know. Jamal? Have a great holiday weekend. Merry Christmas to you and your family.
You too.
All right, y'all. Until next time.
Likewise.
Bye.
Of course.
Merry Christmas.